Well, hello everybody. How are you? It's yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. And obviously, I'm not in my mother's basement, but I'm in my kitchen in my place in Los Angeles, California. This is what they call NoHo, North Hollywood. And I'm here this week, and I'm headed back to New Jersey actually tomorrow. But I was here this week because I had a bunch of shows to do in Hollywood at my favorite place, the Laugh Factory. And tonight I'm going over to the Ha Ha Comedy Club right here in North Hollywood. So if you're in the area tonight at 8:30, I'm just going to walk down the block or maybe take one of these stupid little scooters and get myself over to the North Hollywood Ha Ha Comedy Club. And I can't wait to get there because it's really a lot of fun. Do a couple of jokes, have some fun with everybody. And tomorrow morning, bright and early, around 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to jump on a nice jumbo jet and head my ass back out to the state of New Jersey and see if I can't catch just a little bit more of summertime. So I hope everybody's doing great. A nice big shout out to everybody who's writing into the show so far. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hope you can hear me because I got a lot of new equipment, got a camera, got a microphone, and got some new shirts. Actually says live from my mother's basement. Thank you so much to my friends over at the Broken Liver Club. Big shout out to them really, really quick because I do love this shirt. Feels really, really nice. Says live from my mother's basement, right on the front in the Italian flag and the American flag. And soon they're going to be on sale. Right now, of course, I do have the Mike Marino Make America Italian Again shirts on sale. And you can get that on, of course, my website. But look at this, just real quick, because I love this so much. The material on the clothing that they make at the Broken Liver Club is just fantastic. You checking this out? Hangover hoodie. Get that? Hangover hoodie. I mean, I don't really talk about clothes that much, but this feels so good. It's got a really cool little collar here. So we'll talk more about this stuff later on in the show, but I know these guys are watching right now. So big shout out to the boys and the girls at the Broken Liver Club. Thank you so much for making these cool T-shirts and giving me the swag. My staff loves them. My producer, Tatiana Bluchel, who's here right now, she loves the shirts too, so keep sending them. We love trinkets and gifts. Send us some food. Send us some shirts. Send us some sneakers. I wouldn't mind if somebody sent me a car. I could go for a car. Keep sponsoring Mike Marino live from my mother's basement. We love gifts. Anyway, I wanted to do my podcast tonight and not a couple of days ago because my podcast is supposed to be fun. Funny, energetic. It's all about comedy. It's all about growing up in the basement and enjoying food with your mom and your dad and your brothers and sisters, your cousins, your friends, and enjoying. But a couple days ago, we were all sad because we were remembering what happened on 9/11 18 years ago. So I decided not to do a podcast on that day. I did a couple of shout outs and I made some promises to some folks that are either first responders or families of first responders, whether they were EMT, firefighters, police officers, military. And what I did was I put out a video that said if anyone would want me to help them smile through that day or any day for the next couple of months, I would give them complimentary tickets to a live event where I'm performing, or I would give them discount coupons to some other events where I'd be performing possibly in their area around the world, not just in New York or New Jersey, but anywhere around the world. And I also made a promise to give some gifts. So what had happened was some people wrote into the show or wrote into my website, wrote into my Facebook and Instagram, and they told me a story about how their family was affected by what happened in New York City on 9/11. And I read those emails and I sent out T-shirts that said Make America Italian Again. I sent out some DVDs, comedy DVDs. I sent out some coupons and discounts and tickets to places where I would be performing because I said that I wanted to do something to make these people happy in a little way somehow. It was the least that I can do. And I want to thank all of those first responders who helped out, saved a life. And also I'd like to thank all the first responders and firemen, police officers, EMT, military who actually lost their lives. And of course, I still will make that commitment. If there's anything I could do to help those families, bring a smile to your face, right into the show. All you have to do is instant message me or direct message me or email me. That's right. We were getting it through emails. See, this is why it's important to have a producer that keeps on top of these things. Thank you so much, Tatiana. She's the best. What do you need? You just write to MikeMarinoFans@gmail.com. Write to me at MikeMarinoFans@gmail.com. Tell me what's going on in your life. You got a problem? You want some swag? You want some gifts? You want some T-shirts? You want a DVD? I even have some underwear. Whatever you need, we will get it to you. We will make you laugh, and we'll make you have some fun. Forget about your troubles just for a little while. It really, really is sad what happened so long ago. 9/11. What a tragedy. So let's hope to God that something like that never happens again. And that's why I'm running for president of the United States. Because if I get in the White House, I'll take care of everything. Problems will get solved. You'll never know what I'm doing, but the problem will be solved. All right? Quick shout outs to my friend Joe Buscaino, who's writing into the show right now. This is a gentleman, nice Italian fella, family from Italy, extremely off the boat down in San Pedro, California. This is a guy who started the Feast of San Gennaro and the Sons of Italy in Hollywood, and now he's not only going from a foot cop with LAPD, but now he is a city official, and he's the guy who pulls out all the stops, making things happen. He called me this afternoon, and he said, Mike, we got a 1,500-seat theater in San Pedro. It's in an area we call Little Italy. Could you come down here and do a show? And I said, absolutely. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to go down there. We're going to do a show maybe around the holidays, maybe around Christmas. We're going to call it Nice Italian Boy, Live from My Mother's Basement, Make America Italian Again, all the way down there in San Pedro. And we're going to make that happen. We'll make it a fundraiser. And I think he's writing into the show right now because he does want me to make a nice little big to-do about what's coming. October 5. Between the hours of 5 and 10 o'clock, if you're in the area of San Pedro, California, Long Beach, California, even if you're up here in Los Angeles or you're in the surrounding area, the first annual Italian Festa in Little Italy, San Pedro takes place. So, Joe, I hope you're liking that big shout out. If my friends, fans, family members all happen to be in the area on October 5, you want to go down to San Pedro and experience the first annual Feast of Little Italy, which used to be really, really big at one time in Los Angeles, but as you probably know, it's not there anymore. In fact, I hate to say this, I don't even know if it's okay for me to say, but they don't have Columbus Day in Los Angeles anymore. No, it's a different holiday. So we're going to be in New York City, Joe Buscaino and I, on, I believe it's October 14. October 14 this year is Columbus Day in New York City, and I'll make sure that I'm on television with yours truly, Joe Piscopo, at the at the Columbus Day Parade in New York City, where we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right. So thank you so much for writing in, Joe. Hi, Linda. How you doing? Roseanne, nice to see you. Vincent Lasavio, I always write when a guy writes into the show because he owns one of the oldest meat markets in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, right there on Park Avenue. I think they're almost 100 years old. It's a great place to go and mingle. Whenever I'm in Scotch Plains, I like to go down there. That's my hometown. You meet some really cool people, and you have a lot of fun. All right, this is great. We're getting some fan letters from Illinois. We got some fan letters, of course, from the meat market in different parts of the country. Hey, guys, how you doing? I'm hoping you're having a great day. I want to do a nice big shout out, too, while I'm doing this. Of course, I was supposed to be catered today, but I couldn't make it happen because I couldn't get all the way down to San Pedro area, the Long Beach area, and get myself a nice plate of what they're now calling the Mike Marino sandwich. The Mike Marino sandwich can be purchased at this incredible deli, Italian market and deli called Foggia Italian Deli, which is at 5522 Del Amo Boulevard. excuse my grammar, Del Amo Boulevard in Lakewood, New Jersey. It's just like being in New York City. It's just like being in New Jersey. The deli is so out of control. The food is absolutely out of control. They have a sandwich down there right now. It's meatballs and Parmesan cheese. It's called the Mike Marino sandwich. You got to get it. It's absolutely delicious. And I go down there all the time, especially when I'm on my way to perform at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, because it's very, very close there. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to have some good food, you're in the Los Angeles area, going to the Italian Festa on October 5. Before you go down there, pick yourself up a nice antipast. You go over to Foggia Italian Deli. Tell them Mike Marino sent you. Get yourself the Mike Marino sandwich. You're going to absolutely love it. It's absolutely delicious. I ate it on stage one night while I was performing. I was so happy that I had this sandwich that I actually found something like this in Los Angeles, California. I mean, this is not New York. This is not New Jersey. But the sandwich was so good. I brought it on stage. I started eating it. And everybody in the room's thinking, you know what? I'll never go to Subway again. Would you look at this kid eating this sandwich? It was so good. And that's what I like to do. So once again, I hope these guys are all watching. Foggia Italian Deli and Market right there in Lakewood, California, 5522 Del Amo Boulevard. And if you want to give them a call, you can call them at 562-627-0987. Or why don't you go on the internet and order yourself some food, and that's at foggiadeli.com. foggiadeli.com. I've been checking in on my health. I think everybody out there knows that I just turned 23. I'll wait for a laugh. I just turned 23, and I always go check out my health. So I went to go see my doctor. I got all my blood checked. I don't know what it is. If anybody's watching and you think I don't drink enough water, they say they can't find my vein. So this girl comes in the room. She's sticking me and sticking me and sticking me, and everybody's laughing because they can't find the vein. I'm videotaping it and I'm posting it on Instagram. Finally, she hits the vein and it shot up a little bit of blood and it hit me in the cheek. Everybody thought she punched me, and it made good video. But they found it. Then week later, I called up and everything is fine with yours truly. My blood is fine. I have high cholesterol. Now, I do this in my joke that I take Lipitor for high cholesterol, and I really do. But I really want to get off the Lipitor because it couldn't, taking drugs like this for such a long period of time can't really be all that great. So what do you do when you want to get rid of the high cholesterol? You got to lose weight. How do you lose weight? You got to cut out the pasta. You got to cut out the bread. And you got to cut out eating late at night before you go to bed. Now, that's actually an Italian guy's sport. That's my sport. I love to eat. What am I supposed to do? But I'm going to do my best because I've been traveling around the world more now than I ever have. So if I could lose about maybe 15 pounds and keep on traveling and keep on making everybody happy, I think I'd be really happy and healthy on that. Plus, we're getting ready to start making another project. I don't want to talk about it, but Make America Italian Again. This is going to be one of the funniest shows you've ever seen, and I hope you guys are still watching. Just go to my YouTube channel, Mike Marino Live, and watch Marino 2016, Make America Italian Again. Hey, Nick, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Hey, Bobby, how are you? A lot of people writing into the show on Instagram very, very fast. It's hard for me to read all of this stuff. Best guinea on the gram. Mike, best guinea on the gram. I'm a guinea. I don't take offense to things like this. These slang words make me laugh. You can call me a guinea. You can call me a paisan. You can call me a wop. Just don't call me late for dinner because I'm coming over and I'm eating. I wouldn't call if you call me pasta head, call me meatball balls, whatever it is. It's fine with me. These things make me laugh. This whole world becoming PC is a bunch of bullshit. I got to be honest with you. We're not going to have any fun. Things are going to get worse and worse and worse. People are going to be afraid to talk to each other. When I was a kid, my father used to say the craziest things, and we thought he was just a great guy. Now, if he says those things, they're going to lock him up and throw him in prison. And for what? A little slap on the ass? You remember when you played football and they hit you on the ass? Good game, good game. Now you hit somebody on the ass, I don't know, they might throw you in jail because they think there's something wrong with you. Doesn't make any sense. It's a gesture of, hey, let's play the game. Now it might be a gesture of, hey, why'd you hit me like that? I think I might have, I don't know, maybe I might say I liked it. Might have liked it a little too much. Now you're really going to get in trouble. I remember when I was a kid, a teacher had permission to kick the living shit out of you. She was called a nun. She wore black and a little bit of white around the collar. You did something wrong in school, she cracked you in the back of the head. You went home crying. And when you got home, your parents beat the shit out of you because they want to know, what did you do that was so bad that made your teacher kick the shit out of you? That made a lot of sense. I remember we grew up in Jersey City. When you grow up in the city, you live in a building. Everybody in the building is your neighbor. Now, they might not be related to you, but in Italian terms, they called you a paisan. Now, if your paisan's living in the building and he sees you coming home late and you're 10 years old and there's an adult in somebody else's house, he has permission to kick the living shit out of you, then hand you to your parents and say your kid did something wrong. Now your parents are going to kick the shit out of you again because they want to know, why did the neighbor have to hit you? What did you do that was so stupid? That made a lot of sense. And everybody grew up with what we called respect. Do you remember the word respect? You respected your neighbors? Actually, you know what happened to me the other day? I was going down this street and the light was green. It was a green light. But I had to stop my car because an older lady or a senior citizen, whatever you want to say that's politically correct, a senior citizen was crossing the street with a walker. The guy behind me obviously didn't see the lady, so he started beeping his horn at me to go. And he's even looking at me in the mirror, and I'm looking at him in the rearview mirror. He's going, "Hey, dumbass, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm saying to myself, if this guy hits the gas and drives around me, he's going to kill this lady because he doesn't see her. So I put my hazard on. You know, I'm waving to him, "Hey, there's something going on. There's something going on." Finally, the lady crosses the street, and he's still looking at me like I'm an asshole because I allowed this person to cross during what would have been a red light for her. But she already started the crossing. What was she going to do? Turn around and go back? It would take her forever. What happened to the day when a Boy Scout would walk out into the street and cross the lady across the street? Now it was a bad thing, so everybody's yelling at me. And you know what's really crazy, too? I don't know if people know a lot about this area in North Hollywood, but while this guy's beeping the horn at me, I'm looking at all these homeless people living in these tents. And then there had to have been at least, without kidding around, 20 of them. 20. You know, they're underneath the highway. They're underneath the highway, or what they call here a freeway, because it's supposed to be free. It's not free. You pay it in your taxes and you pay it in your registration. So they're all underneath the tramway, the on-ramp, and they're just sitting there. And it makes you feel so bad. It makes you want to just go over there and say, "Hey, listen, why don't you just steal this car from this asshole who's beeping the horn at me for making this lady cross the street a little faster than normal? Take his money, take his car, sell it, and we'll all go live someplace else," because I think this guy thinks he's got a privileged life. Somebody needs to kick his ass. That's just me. I just figured I'd throw that out there. So, but I was talking about getting healthy, and wow, look at all these people writing in. Respect, amen. I'm glad that you appreciate what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Valerie. Hi, Renee, how are you? Danny, it's nice to see you. I'm going to be back in New Jersey tomorrow. In fact, I have a lot of shows to do in New Jersey and New York, Boston, and hopefully on to Chicago. So I'm taking care of my health, and I want you people to take care of your health too. A lot of people don't like to go to the doctor. Maybe you're afraid to find out if you have something wrong with you. But I think I'd rather know something's wrong that I could take care of than wait and find out that I could have and I didn't, and now it's too late. So check in with your doctor. I make my doctor laugh. I make the nurses in the room laugh. And from now on, I'm going to drink a lot of water so that I don't get stabbed in the arm and watch the blood pop out the side. What else did we want to talk about? I think it's great that the first responders did what they did. I think that anybody who's actually law enforcement, firemen, EMT, military, people who save lives, people who help people, that's absolutely unbelievable to me. I think there's so many people in the world that might see like a tragedy and run the other way. I myself like to entertain and raise money for fundraisers in situations like this. I don't know if I would go running into a fire. Maybe I'm not that type of guy. I know I like to help out. When I did see the lady crossing the road, I'm saying to myself, I'm helping as much as I could. So, but this is the amount of help that I actually can do. She could smack you with the cane. Yeah, well, thanks for this. Hope you seeing you around. Well, thank you, everybody. Yes, I'll be headed out to New Jersey. In fact, if anybody's looking to find out where I'm performing in the next couple of months, throughout the year, ending the year, and going into 2020. All you have to do is go to my website, MikeMarino.net. If you're looking for where, oh yeah, well, if you're looking for where I'm going to be performing in the area, you can always go to MikeMarino.net. Subscribe to my newsletter. If you subscribe to my newsletter, you'll always get information on when I'm doing live from my mother's basement. You'll get information when I'm performing in your neighborhood. You'll get information on how to get discounts on some swag if you want some clothes, if you want some DVDs, or if you just want to talk to me, that's the way to do it. You can watch all my funny videos on my YouTube channel, which is YouTube/Mike Marino Live. And I will be happy to help you with any funny shit that I could bring your way. You could always listen to me every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on ddvradio.com. That's right. Every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, you can listen to me on ddvradio.com. I am always broadcasting on Italian American radio. After I broadcast here on Facebook and Instagram and all the other outlets, you can hear the show again and again and again on ItalianAmericanRadio.com. Yeah. We did want to do one real quick shout out that we lost a very talented man in the music business, Eddie Money. If you remember, Eddie Money had some great hits back in the 70s, early 80s, great music that made you think about, you know, just being a young kid out on a tear, driving your car down the Garden State Parkway, headed to the Jersey Shore, or here in Los Angeles. I believe Eddie Money was from the Bay Area, which is Oakland and San Francisco, Northern California. Fantastic. Another icon has left this world and went to the beyond. So let's just say a prayer for Eddie Money and Eddie Money's family and the band members. We're going to miss him, and hopefully they'll be playing his music all weekend long constantly so we can remember a legend in the music business. Getting back to listening to my show. So if you want to listen to my show, don't forget you can listen to my show on your favorite podcast app like iTunes, Google, Spotify. Check it out, listen to it again and again and again, because you can always listen and watch my past podcasts whenever you want. Hi, Valerie. How you doing? I have your DVD and I love it. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to be putting out another DVD very, very soon. We just recorded it in August. It's really, really good. It's called Live from the Surflight Theater. And as soon as I'm done editing, we're going to put that out there. John Marino is a fan. Well, I hope you're a fan too, Matt. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate it. You're one of my favorite comedians. Thank you so much, King. You know, everybody has like a disguised name. My name's Mike Marino. Everybody like Zafier, King of the Swing. I like nicknames. We should bring back nicknames the way we used to listen to nicknames back in the day. So if you listen to yours truly and you're happy and you want to come and see a show, I got shows all over the United States in the next 6 weeks. All right, off the top of my head, I'm headed to New York City. That's right, folks. September 19th, I'm at Gotham Comedy Club in New York City. Show's going to start at 7:30. Jacqueline Morfuji is going to be on the show with me. New Jersey's funniest lawyer, John Bramnick, will be on the show. Get your tickets. All you got to do is go to GothamComedyClub.com or MikeMarino.net. Go to Gotham Comedy Club, September 19th. It's actually my first big appearance at this particular club. I'm going to be on stage for an hour and 15 minutes, working out all kinds of new material and having a lot of fun. I'm telling everybody where I'm going to be going from there. Then I'm on my way to Northern California. That's right, way up North California. North California, are you listening? Are you watching? I'm coming to Antioch. Antioch. I've been there once before, quite some time ago. It's in the middle of the most beautiful grapevines you've ever seen in your entire life. Past San Francisco, there's actually a lot of Italian people up there. So the Mike Marino Make America Italian Again tour is coming to the El Capanel Theater on October 5. All the information's on my website, MikeMarino.net. From there, on October 10, first big appearance in Boston. I'm coming to the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay, so everybody out there in Boston, Make America Italian Again is on his way. In fact, this Sunday night, I can't think of the date off the top of my head. What date is it this Sunday night? 13, 14, 15. September 15th, I'm going to jump on stage at the world famous Feast of San Gennaro in Boston as an opening surprise on Sal Valentinetti's show. You got to check this out. Sal, you watching? I'm coming. I'll see you up there in Boston. Then on October 10th is my big performance at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. And then the big return to NJ-PAC on October 12th. October 12th, Bill Spadia, Jacqueline Marfuji, New Jersey's funniest lawyer, John Bramnick, and yours truly are going back to the PAC. NJ-PAC Center in Newark, New Jersey, October 12th, 7 o'clock and 9:30, 2 shows. Plan on selling out both. So get your tickets by going to njpac.org or mikemarino.net, catcharisingstar.com. There's many different ways to get tickets to this show. You can even go to Ticketmaster and log into Mike Marino. We're going to make that happen. I got to get going. This show's been a lot of fun. I want to do a nice big shout out to my producer. She produces everything that I do. She's sitting here right now making sure that everything is going right. G Girl Val. Say what? Oh, I'm sorry. I got interrupted by something crazy. We were talking about my producer. My producer who produces this show does all my social media. So if you're loving the videos and you're loving Make America Italian Again and you're loving all the social media, the Instagrams, the Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, Tatiana Bluchel. You can look her up on the internet, Tatiana Bluchel, right here on Instagram, right here on Facebook Live. Does all my social media at a company that's called besocialmediamanagement.com. You can check that out and find out how we make all this stuff happen. Okay? Quick shout out to my sponsor on the big show for October 12th, Locatelli Cheese. If you're going to cut some cheese, make sure you cut Locatelli. Locatelli Cheese, the proud sponsor of Mike Marino's Make America Italian Again show, October 12th at NJ-PAC Center in Newark, New Jersey. NJ-PAC Center for the Performing Arts. And don't forget, on all the different channels out there, keep on listening to yours truly, Mike Marino, live from my mother's basement. Let's get out there. Let's make America Italian again. Remember, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing. Don't take no shit from nobody. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.